from Mini Bull Design, and today I'm out here in the shop. It's an overcast day and it's warm. It's 40 degrees and it's raining. So that means the whole driveway, there was snow, now it's just one giant sheet of ice. I was toying with the idea of moving the factory in the next 3 days, but with all that ice in the dooryard, it wouldn't be a good idea. I think Dwight's busy anyway, not today. But UPS delivered last night. They just bring the stuff into the factory and lean it up against the shelf for me. I don't even have to sign for it. And I'm glad they did, because the second reason why I was going to move the factory was that I'm extremely low on materials. Especially, well, basically everything. I'm low on, or was low on aluminum. And I was low on wick, still am low on wick, and that should be here in a few days. I've got some, so I think I'm going to be okay, but boy, they really package this stuff up because it's heavy. And the aluminum I buy, you can't just buy it anywhere. I have to get it from certain distributor. One of them I can get it from, but it's like twice as expensive as the other one. So I really hate to buy it there because it's so darn expensive. But if you have to, you have to. There we go. We'll get that. So, this is the one I was low on, and as you can see, it showed up. It's actually two packages. The other one I already opened is over there in the corner. So, I've got 4 bars there, and this came in another box last night. That's 5 bars, and to give you an idea, before that came, this is what I was down to. That's what I had left. So I'm really glad this showed up. So I was short on these, which I'm not anymore. I'm working on my last spool of wick. Bandsaw blades, I've got the one on the saw. The other ones were ordered January 5th, and they still haven't showed up yet. They're not going to be here probably till next week. So if I was to break a bandsaw blade right now, I'd be hurting the unit. But I'm really glad to see this show up. So, somebody had some questions about some stoves. So I think I'm going to go in and go up in the studio and do a quick demo on what they asked about for the stove. I think I'll do that next. Okay, someone was asking what an M2 SB, which would be just exactly the same as an M2 on top, should look like when it's burning wide open. Okay, this is what it looks like, and they were concerned that the flame was burning down on the silicone. Well, it's real close to it, but there's just a little air gap where it's burning the vapor that's emanating from the donut, and that's the way it burns, right wide open. Now, if you continue to fuel it, it'll start to run down the silicone, and then you are over fueling it. It probably won't hurt anything. I've never had one of these heavy silicones ever fail. It might turn it white if you overfuel it. So I try to fuel it till it just comes out to the edge of the wick, and then this burns back. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, now this burned back, let me show you how I fuel it back up again. I start squeezing the bottle and watching the ring, and it takes a little while. There we go. Okay, now let off on it, and just lightly squeeze until it just there. Turn the bottle right side up. That would be fully fueled for me. I wouldn't go beyond that. Any more than that, and you're just going to run fuel down the side of the stove. And I wouldn't refuel it till the orange came all the way up over the edge and started burning in towards the center again. And that's plenty of heat for normal cooking. Now, another person was talking about using an M2 for baking, and they said they were using a lot of alcohol. Okay, I think the reason for that, after reading their email, was that they were keeping it fueled all the way out to the edge, keeping it bright blue. When you're baking, I would recommend that this is the absolute maximum amount of heat you use. In fact, I'd let this ring burn all the way back to the center, and that's where I would run it for baking, and that's plenty hot enough. If you fuel it up so that the ring is burning blue all the way out to the edge, you're just wasting fuel and overheating your oven. This should be plenty of heat to bake with right here. Okay, I'm going to fuel this up all the way till it's all the way out to the edge. And for a full powered boil, I'm going to let it burn back until I think it should be refueled. And I'm going to run the stopwatch. Now, if I was going to go back to just a fast simmer, I'd leave it right where it is right now. But this is to maintain a full boil. And I don't know whether I can do this with a stopwatch or not, but I'm going to give it a try if I can balance it up here, okay? Which I don't know whether I can or not. So anyway, here we go. I'll fuel it up. To a full power. And hit the stopwatch. Okay, that's about where I would refuel it right there. That's a good point. Now, if I wanted to go to a medium simmer, I just let it go. And once it burns back to the center, it'll burn like 8 minutes before it'll go out. So it gives you some idea of where I'd go for full power. But if I was going to go just for medium, I'd just leave it alone and let it continue to burn. So if you have any other questions about the stoves, email me and ask me, and I will see what I can do to answer your questions. That's kind of fun. I don't get to play with the stoves that much. You get to build them, but not play with them. So, I think that's going to be the end of this video, and I probably should be out there building today, although I checked all the stock in the store, and everything seems to be moderately good. There are a few things that are a little low, but I don't think there's anything out of stock. I went into the drawers and adjusted the inventory on a lot of stuff. What was showing up in the store and what was in the drawers didn't exactly line up, so I went in and adjusted it, and I actually gained a little ground by doing that. So I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, try to have a really great day, and try to get out and do something fun today. Life will go a lot better. Bye-bye.